Sometimes there are places you visit that just blow your mind. They reshape your image of the world and make you question, what more is out there? What else could I be missing out on? And how much of the world have I really seen? In this video, I journeyed to a crown jewel in the south of Thailand. A place that everyone who has been seems to rave about. And I mean everybody. This otherworldly destination looks like something out of the movies. A cross between Avatar meets Jurassic Park. But there is a downside. A stain on an otherwise spotless tour. Not really my sort of thing usually, but is it enough to affect the overall experience? In this video we will journey through magnificent nature. Lakes, hikes, caves to discover if this tour is actually all it's cracked up to be. Welcome to Khao Sok National Park. So we're going to get on a boat now for an hour and 20 minutes I believe across the lake. I don't know if this is to the bungalows that we're staying in or we're starting on a trek. Everything's a little bit unclear and everything's a little bit hectic at the moment, but we'll just jump on the boat, get there, see where we end up. All part of the fun. Although being on one of the most popular tours in Thailand, I actually had no idea what the plan for the tour was, which gave me conflicting feelings. Part of it hit the adventurous side of me and sparked me with even more interest in the not knowing, and the other pulled up my organisational side, wondering if I'd actually prepared properly. The 1 hour 20 ride across the lake to the bungalows was more of an exploration than a taxi. Instead of just heading straight to the accommodation, we managed to stop off at different views and landmarks along the way.
Welcome to the Tre Rock Mountain. Yeah, Tre Rock Mountain. Highlight to the lake, popular to the lake. You can take from the boat one by one, and picture, make a photo.
Finally, we arrived at the accommodation, the famous floating bungalows. So welcome to Khao Sok National Park. The journey in was absolutely incredible. These are the bungalows that we're staying in. There's two other guys in my room. So far the beauty of this place had took me by surprise. You hear great things, but seeing them is another thing altogether. But arriving at the accommodation was my first hint that my perfect expectations were gonna take a little hit. There's a lot of people here, so it is quite a crowded tour. It would be nice to do a private one, but it's quite expensive to do it this way anyway. But with the adventures about to start, we will touch back on that later. So first off, we're going on a hike and through a cave, and then we go on a night safari. In between, we can jump in the water, do some kayaking, all that sort of stuff as well. So let's head off and do the hike and the cave and see how that goes. This is the jungle hike to the cave, and then it's 800 meters through the cave, and I think the last 200 meters is purely through water. There's a hell of a lot of people on this tour. Not really my sort of thing usually, but it is what it is. Luckily I managed to get at the back as well. You can hear the sounds of the jungle. I'm just staying a couple of paces back so you don't hear people talking over and everything with the group that's here, but just enough so I can still see them. One thing I did forget as well, which I seen some lad do as we got off the boat, was bug spray. As we got off the boats to the bungalows we're going to be staying in, I put my arm down by my side and felt a sharp pin, thinking it was coming off the life jackets we were told to wear. Looked down and there was a wasp stuck in my arm. It swelled up pretty quick, but it's gone down now, so see what else I'll get bit by while we're going round. cave time. Leave everything behind that you don't want to get wet. And now we're going into the cave. There's only one way through and back round, so we'll come back and pick up our stuff then. Just a headlamp, GoPro, swim shorts. Let's see how this goes. Now this I was excited for. A proper cave experience deep in the jungle. Wildlife, nature and darkness. I could definitely have done with a stronger head torch than one that looks like it came out of a Happy Meal. It's getting darker. Don't think you can really see anything in here. But film what I can.
There's one there as well. That's fucking disgusting. Thank you. Oh, that is great.
Oh wow.
That's massive.
Cave spiders and bats. Steven's covered in them.
Oh my god.
It's when they all fly at once, that's when
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry.
I've got no idea.
Oh, it's two of them.
Yeah, there's one further up as well.
There's three.
I have no idea what they are.
4, 5, 6. Oh fuck, I'm leaving.
Small amount. Yep, those are people screaming, and when you're in the dark and you can't even see your next 2 steps, it's kind of worrying. But shortly after, I realised exactly why. This lunatic. One of the guides was picking up cave spiders and letting them run all over him, and with me walking past with a camera, I was not waiting around for him to chuck it on me. Nope. Anything looks swimming now. Sit. Well, that was fun. It was better than the hike. I hike back to the bags. On the way back to the boat. So that was good. Cave was interesting. The head torches aren't really that powerful. Like on the ceiling there was a lot of bats and stuff. There was a python spotted in one of the corners. The guy picked up a massive cave spider and was playing with it because he's an absolute nut job. Frogs, these little bug things. I caught a couple of things on camera with the light and that I could get. But it's very dark and very difficult in there. It's very much concentrating on where you're putting your feet, because these shoes that they've given us, like water leather shoes, are terrible. I think they're absolutely awful. Traction is not the best. You can feel all the rocks through them. Would have been much better just getting my trainers wet, to be honest. But anyway, we're back to the boats now. I think we chill out for a bit when we get back, have some food, and then we go on a sort of night safari thing. They go and spot the wildlife, I think, but you stay on the boat. It's on the evening. Just getting back to the boat bit now. You can see the signs. So anyway, we're back now, so I'll see you after.
Morning.
It's very hot, I can feel it. Night safari time. Let's see how this goes. The night safari, if you could call it that, wasn't a great success. We pulled the boats up to a point on the lake where apparently the monkeys come down on the evening to drink from the lake, and we saw exactly 0 monkeys. Not a big deal though, being out on the lake on the evening in beautiful nature and the peace of it all was good enough for me. Plus, if you've been to Southeast Asia, you know that monkeys aren't exactly a rare sight. The beauty of this lake is something to behold, especially when the colours of the sky start to change as the sun goes down. Darkness falls and day 1 is in the bag. Just the walk to the toilet in the dark. Saw a mouse in it earlier as well. That's cool. And there's a bit of a jump here as well. Good morning, beautiful people. It is the final day of the Khao Sok National Park tour. We're up at 6:30 because apparently we go out on the lake to see the sun come over the mountains and to see the mist. So that should be fun. After that, I think we come back, have breakfast, chill out for a bit, and then we head back on the tour. The place looks absolutely amazing this morning. Honestly and truly mystical. The fog over the mountains and the mist resting on the top of the lake is a truly magical experience. When they cut the engines and everyone just fell silent, it was almost meditative, just pure peace. Until the engines click back on and you realise you're on a tour with tons of other people, and that goes straight out the window. The main part of the tour was coming to an end, and with a little bit of chill time back at the bungalows, there was only one thing left to do: fall off a kayak and lose my sunglasses. Just getting the moment when we fall in the water. It's more stable, this is, isn't it? He says until we go really far out and then we fall in. How did you find that this morning? The mist and everything?
Yes.
You like it? It's very peaceful. look at that, man. That is just like, wow. So we're on the way back now. We've just stopped for lunch. I've just quickly eaten mine and now doing a little bit of an explore. It's like some sort of gardens. How about this view on the opposite side of the lake then? So, perfect tour. In my opinion, not quite. The national park is one of the most stunning locations I have seen in my life so far. Its incredible beauty will stick with me for the rest of it. But if I had one personal critique, and some of you may have guessed it already, it was too busy. When we were picked up in the van and even initially taken across in the boat, there was a group of about 12 of us. Perfect, not a problem. I can deal with that. Then we arrived at the accommodation and you join up with tons more tours and that number went way, way, way up. Does this affect the beauty of the park? Absolutely not. But in my opinion, it affects the adventure. A huge group trekking in one single file line through the jungle does not give me the same sense of adventure as a few people exploring. But this is my personal preference. The tour is incredible and it's expensive enough on a backpacker budget, so this might be your best way to do it. But if you're here on holiday or have a little bit money to make the experience truly spectacular, I recommend looking at a smaller, more private tour to enhance the experience even more. This is still one of the top things I have done on my travel list so far, and I will 100% return in the future, but just maybe on a better budget for a more personal experience. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe and hit that notification button to stay up to date so we can journey around this beautiful world together, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.